can't really play a slow game because you can't run that risk. I almost feel like the threat of Waft being there and the presence does more for Loaf than actually connecting with it.
So these guys have played 6 times. That counts 5-1 in Skittles' favor.
Oh, wow. Okay, so Loaf is going to have to be overcoming not only a seed diff, but a matchup diff. It's been rough for him in the past. We'll see if he's able to turn the tides here.
All right, Skittles starting off pretty strong here. Nice 47% up on Wario.
Yeah, the Nair's going back and forth. No one able to find a big connection yet. There we go, though. Loaf finds a little opening. Nothing too big, though. He's been labbing a lot of combos recently. I know that. Dash attack going to send him off stage. The bike is going to do dividends to get back here. He does so.
I got to see Loaf in the lab this weekend training on a Wolfie setup.
Yeah.
And I'm just like, bro, like, these combos you got with Wario.
Yeah.
None of these should be legal.
I know, man. He's got all those combos on deck. It's just in bracket, you don't see him come through when it matters most. We'll see if that happens here, though. The air dives through the projectiles, and the Zera is going to keep him safe. But a couple connections for Skittles is going to put Loaf in the corner. That's a down tilt, but he mixes up on the arrow and doesn't connect with it.
Yeah, down tilt's going to be a really good tool for Young Link. You see it a lot. They can kind of just spam it on your shield. A lot of the time people try to grab it. He can spot dodge. We also see like a lot of grounded up B as well. Really good combo starter for Young Link. And I think at higher percents it can combo into up air too, so definitely have to watch out for that right now.
Oh,
no, is he just
knocked
dead?
the bomb out of his hand.
Taking it.
Oh, okay, no, he still had it, I guess. All right, so one of the big things for Wario that he's going to have going in this matchup is going to be the weight differential. Wario is being an extremely heavy character, Young Link being super light. There are going to be times where, he's going to live to 170.
Yeah, Loaf, or Skittles rather, is definitely going to need to be very precise with his kill confirms, lest Loaf is going to live to, as you said, maybe upwards of 200% if we see things get real risky. But the Waft online now, and the up B, and Loaf tries to hit that falling upper, and that would have been the Waft, but not going to find it.
Ooh, double fair.
The forward is coming through the F tilt. That ledge is not going to connect as Skittles finds a bit of an opening. The down throw catches him on the platform. It jumps over the up smash. Loaf is looking really good on that, or Skittles rather, looking great on that platform. However, Loaf is threatening in this corner.
I love the movement that we're seeing from Skittles too, using a lot of like arrow in the wrong direction just for like movement. I think it looks really cool. Also doing a B reverse there, trying to catch a shield drop on Loaf, but no dice on that just yet.
All right, the arrow's coming through. Skittles is looking great here in this neutral. Just oppressive, but the up air not connecting. He needed that.
Okay, gets the nair. Yeah, Loaf having to get out of there because that shield is pretty non-existent. But that up tilt is going to get that stock gone.
I love the movement that we were seeing from Skittles when Loaf was on the platform shielding. Instead of like landing with an aerial, because he knew that's what Loaf was looking for, he kind of danced around the platform, landed underneath, and tried to poke underneath rather than just like giving Loaf exactly what he wanted.
Yeah, Skittles playing very ambiguous, even with that arrow. A lot of the times you see Young Links go for forward air or something out of that, but he just gets right under him, hits him with that up tilt, and finds the connection on the platform up to 59% now.
Yeah, big damage there.
Nice dash attack.
Out of that. Yeah, that double hero's been crazy stuff. But I think the crazy thing is when you talk about he's just like dancing around the shield, because you know what the Young Link wants up there, and instead of hitting the shield and making a possible situation where you have an out of shield punish, you just let him sit up there and watch that shield dwindle. So maybe a couple moments later you might have a shield poke come out.
Yeah, and Loaf definitely a guy who sits in shield a lot. So that's definitely going to be something that comes into play here. Arrow into up air, not quite going to be it. The latest possible hit. I can't believe it still kills that late.
That's insane.
Yeah, that Young Link down air, the Link up air as well, just two crazy lingering moves. Having two hitboxes actually, so like a lot of times you'll hit someone's shield, and I just feel like this should be one of those things that should be known. Like when it hits the shield, the hitbox goes away for a little bit, and then it comes back. But you'll just watch a lot of people just stand there like, all right, the sword's still there. I can't do anything. And I'm like, no, like now you strike.
Yeah, I didn't actually know that.
But yeah,
I do wonder if Loaf is aware of that.
I would hope so at this point in time. But I mean, that one there was no shield interaction. Just big chilling. I got my sword out. What's up?
Right, way up in the air. Loaf is gonna have a harder time dealing with that. Can't find that safe haven in his shield that he normally finds, and right away Skittles finding a grab. But Loaf has opened up strong, 60% on him.
Skittles strikes back, but Loaf here with the combos. Good parry, down tilt. All right.
Ooh, the F tilt at the ledge, not going to do it. Loaf is going to try to get out there. We saw him succeed in this ledge guard scenario earlier, but the last hit of that up B is going to connect. There's a good little bite from Loaf, and his usage of bite is so strong.
Yeah, we haven't really seen it much in this set yet, but I saw it a lot yesterday, especially against Doorstop when he was like sitting on the platform. Just really good option rather than like trying to jump up and use an aerial on Skittles' shield. Just using that bite and catching him off guard is going to be super helpful.
Okay. Tries again once again, taking your advice. Not working out there in that situation though. Okay.
Yeah, the forward air to clank with that arrow is an interesting interaction for Loaf. Probably something he's going to be taking note of. That's going to be a way that he's able to approach. And he's going to find the first stock here. Loaf looking pretty good, but in that kill confirm range, things could get risky here. The fire arrow's connecting, running up, find the up tilt.
Bomb there. Uh-oh.
Ooh, trying to extend with the bomb, but not able to do so. Landing with a forward air, finds the grab as well. Loaf is looking great right now. The arrows are coming out, though. Good job zoning for Skittles, but Loaf finding all these stray hits, a 71% advantage, and there's that that shield interaction we were talking about. Loaf is definitely privy to that.
Oh,
Yeah.
ooh, rides out there.
Get out there, bro.
Forward air.
Is that it? Finds the down air.
Yeah.
Loaf is looking dominant.
Yeah, I mean, multiple times he's let him grab the bomb, and he has a chance of recovering, but Loaf is just like so comfortable. Oh my gosh, life-saving parry there as well.
With Waft on deck, this could get risky. 3-stock potential. He keeps getting these bites. Healing up a little bit more, and those percentages that he's healed, it's up to about 10% now. Could be the difference against Young Link, who can take kills by such a slim margin. Finds another parry.
Uh-oh.
This can easily be death.
Oh, there it is.
Uh-oh. It's crazy.
That was
the Waft.
amazing.
All right, so the 3-stock coming out from Loaf, and I think this is a great time to mention that game counts do matter, something that Doorstop was talking about after his previous set. That was probably the thing that probably ticked him off the most about losing that game to the Flood, because these are all great competitors. Skittles versus Doorstop, but they play against each other. That was expected to be like, you know, the decider for this pool. But depending on what goes on in these sets, how many games you drop does play a factor. So if Skittles does end up winning this set, having that one game loss could hurt him.
Do the games matter for us at tiebreakers?
Yeah.
Okay.
I believe that's what's going to come second.
That makes sense. Yeah, man, that last game is one of those where, like, it honestly didn't feel like a 3-stock blowout, right? And just because Young Link is one of those characters where if your opponent finds some momentum and you're having a hard time finding kills, Wario's going to steal a stock with Waft, things can get really rough for Young Link.
Oh, yeah, because, I mean, they were both neck and neck at the beginning of the first stock, and then, you know, things just happen. You got edge guard the second stock, something that happens to Young Link pretty often, and then we, of course, saw the Waft coming back to the stage. You're underneath Wario. There's not really much you can do there.
Yeah. Go ahead.
You build up damage at an even rate, and then all of a sudden you spend the rest of the game fishing for a kill move. You can't quite find it. Getting the up B backstage, though.
And I think Loaf is doing a really good job of like taking an advantage that Young Link's disadvantage kind of sucks. You don't have a lot of like really great get off me options. Nair's an option, but that up air and down air, they're not the best when you're getting comboed. Very good kill potential if you're in advantage though.
Yeah, and Loaf has been doing a good job with the precision of edge guarding Young Link, because there was a little bit of a potential for some cheese with that up B. You got to be careful with the way you space around it, and Loaf has been doing a pretty good job with that so far. Skittles, however, as we're talking about it, has done a good job so far in this game, but Loaf finds the bite, sends him way off stage. 145% now. Going to look for the ledge guard, and there's the reversal I was talking about with the bomb, banning Loaf out.
Makes it back to the stage, and we saw that up special. In that situation, I'm hoping Wario wouldn't have died there.
Oh, yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, not quite going to die, but would have been real rough. Loaf is able to make it back. Missing that back air, that would have been huge. And now Wario's going to maybe struggle to kill here. Trying to find a dash attack, but that bite is going to connect. Still not quite killing. 177 now for Loaf, trying to get way out there. And that bomb is going to be big for Skittles, but the back air is bigger for Loaf. He's able to find that stock.
Yeah, one thing that Young Link does get when he's out there is that he has the ability to linger with a bomb.
Whoa, great ledge guard.
All right.
Using the Waft to recover. Still in disadvantage, though, even after the Waft recovery. Yeah, it just wasn't enough. If he was able to make it back to the stage and extend on that stock, it would have been huge, but the waft is going to get burnt, and he's going to lose his stock right away, and Skittles is going to explode into him to get a whole lot of damage off and extend that lead even further.
Yeah, parry into up B, really good combo potential at lower percents. At higher percents, you might be able to combo into a kill, but not quite yet. Oh, it looks like Nair beats out the fire arrow, which is definitely important. Can help Loaf definitely get a lot of these approaches.
Yeah, it's been interesting to see how many of Loaf's moves will clank with that fire arrow.
Yeah.
And then Nair's going to come through, send him off stage, and Skittles has shown that Wario's disadvantage is very much exploitable. Not able to do so there as Loaf gets the semi-spike.
Just one spike, the one hit of it, able to send down. Definitely has to crawl his way back in this game, but I think he has half waft now.
Yeah, he could find something with that. A little bit of a combo into half waft. Things could get risky here. The bomb is going to save Skittles from a further extension onto the platform.
Oh my gosh, that was crazy!
Wow.
Fall off Nair to get the kill. What can't Young Link do, man?
Yeah, Young Link has to get crafty from time to time, but a crafty enough Young Link will find those stocks, man. Young
Link is one of those characters. So, like, there are characters that are busted in theory, and there are characters that are busted in practice. I think Young Link is one of those characters. In theory, the character is completely busted.
For sure.
Like, Pikachu, in theory, the character is busted.
Yeah.
But practically, characters like Rob are, I just feel like it takes so much execution for a character to just always be on point, such as Young Link.
Yeah, that's the thing is that Young Link, the biggest issue that people cite with the character is that sometimes he has kill problems.
Yeah.
But if you have a crafty enough Young Link and one that knows the combo trees well enough, you're going to be finding some pretty nice, clean early kills with Young Link. And Skittles so far has been doing a great job with that, as well as with these ledge pressure scenarios that have been so strong for him so far.
Really liked how he grabbed the bomb there. I think you can also get up attack, but it looked like Skittles was set up ready for that option.
Ooh.
So I really like that he was able to use that and turn that whole situation to his advantage, being able to take that stock.
Absolutely, that Nair back air is going to do dividends for Loaf, who was able to take that first stock and finds another early opening. Nair back air yet again to put some damage on. Loaf is
trap in the corner too.
Absolutely, Loaf is putting on some really strong performances so far in this set. And this is a similar scenario to what we saw in game one, right? Where it was pretty close in the first stock. Skittles got to find a kill and not let Loaf just run away with it like he did earlier.
He's throwing out them up tilts. He was like, I know this is going to kill now.
Yeah, has to play super careful here.
Oh
my gosh!
All right, we get a waft from Loaf. I just feel like waft is just like his not best friend. Like,
yeah.
There we go.
Looks like he doesn't need it.
Yeah, it worked out there. And this is just about this same exact percent range that Loaf was at in game one as well. Skittles has got to find this stock. Loaf finds the tech and gets back. What is that?
At 170?
Get him out of here.
Yeah, it doesn't matter though. Skittles is able to take the stock without taking any damage, not letting Loaf get any extra credit off of that borrowed time. And now the methodical neutral begins.
Right. Recognizing that Skittles is using a lot of landing aerials, using that uppy out of shield, but very comfortable with these fire arrows. It's very funny that he keeps using bike to stop the arrows while... Ah! Did that boomerang save him, or was he making it back anyway?
I'm not
I felt
totally
like he
sure.
was making it back anyway, man. Like, it's hard to tell with Wario sometimes.
Yeah, Wario can have a sneaky good recovery sometimes. It gets back from way further than you thought, and this could get risky, but again, just barely misspacing that down air is low. Oh, he tried to grab him, but he got the bite. There's that back throw to send Skittles into the corner on the platform. Tries to get the extension off the forward air, but no dice on that. 111% now on Loaf. And the quest to find a kill begins yet again.
And
the bomb off stage that Loaf is going to grab.
Great composure there from Loaf a couple of moments ago. Skittles, after dragging him down to the ground, turns around waiting for a panic roll. No panic roll coming for Loaf, which allowed him to live longer.
Wario looking like a baby, just sitting there with his mouth open like, food please.
and then right there, we got the answer to your question. Loaf does know if Young Link down airs on your shield, the hitbox goes away because he punished him right after there. But
yeah, we've seen that come
sadly,
through a couple times.
STing right there, Skittles sitting at 117%. And Skittles is one of those players, I'm not counting him out sitting at 132.
Ooh,
But
making
Loaf
it should.
is.
He's
But
so
Loaf
aggressive
is.
off stage.
Yeah, he's been going super deep for those. Loaf has been looking great. And what was I about to say? Oh, I lost my train of thought, but that's been the difference maker so far is when Loaf has been able to find success with that offstage aggression, it's been great for him.
Yeah, I'm a big fan of a lot of the combos that we're seeing from Skittles. We never really see him drop through plats, but he's always like running off with an aerial a lot of the time, like running off towards center stage and using that fair for an extension on the combo. I think it's very interesting because like Wario does the complete opposite. Most of the time he's like dropping through the platform using up air. So it's very interesting to see like the differences in the way that they're using the platforms to their advantage.
Ooh, the bomb extension, trying to find something nasty. Not going to work out, though. And what do you guys think is going to be the difference maker for Skittles to get back from these ledge guarding situations? Because we know that offstage is going to be the difference maker, but how do you think Skittles needs to adapt to get back?
I think the biggest thing that's been helping him is mixing up like his timings on when he's up being, because if he's able to hit Loaf with the up B, then he sends him far enough away that he can make it back to the ledge. But if Loaf's able to find that down air, it can be super problematic for him, especially if he gets the semi-spike.
Ooh. Okay. Trip tosses him off the stage, makes it back before Wario does. Things could get.
Nice down air, sends in the correct direction for Loaf. Lady Luck is on his side this time. The bike is going to get him back. Good little ledge guard there, and yeah, it seemed like up B, mix up be damned. Loaf was just able to space it correctly, wait right on top of him.
I did really like the way that Skittles recovered the first time using his jump and then using the tether to the ledge. But if Loaf's able to get a read on that and catches him out of his jump, it's just like immediate death. So it's definitely like a very scary 50-50, and he kind of has to just pray that Loaf is going to guess wrong.
Yeah, it seems like checkmate scenarios sometimes off stage where just if Loaf is able to execute, that's all it's going to take to be able to take the stock. And there's a little landing forward air, no follow-up off of it, but that forward throw off stage. Loaf trying to drift his way back in, able to do so. 164, this is where we see Skittles starting to struggle to kill, and Wario with rage might find some early ones.
Soft spot on the dash attack. Skittles resetting here. Up tilt, up air, up air. Things are looking kind of scary. The waft definitely building up.
Ooh, yeah.
Nice up air.
Got the up air going.
Yeah, able to find it. That could have been rough for Skittles if he let Loaf get away any further with that percent lead. And yeah, because of the timing, he was able to take that stock with one opening, and he's going to be able to find himself with an even game here.
Yeah, we got the glowing man here.
Man, Epic Gabriel back on his bullshit with that. Saying that in on every interaction. Every time somebody gets touched, and there's a couple of up airs looking good for Skittles. Able to get the ledge, though.
And I mean, it's kind of scary as Young Link because you're sitting there. I was like, yeah, you can shark him with the up airs, but there could be a chance where he just lets it rip when he's under him, right?
Right, absolutely. Ooh, good little mix-up on the arrow to avoid some out-of-shield stuff for Loaf.
Yeah, I really
wow.
love the way he's using fire arrow for that. He's also using a lot of back air, like using the hits of back air and then drifting back so that when he's hitting his shield, he's not able to get an out-of-shield punish.
And that was a great back throw coming out from Skittles.
Oh my gosh!
Man, the up B to reverse, and Loaf takes the lead here in game 1, but Skittles, or in game 5, but Skittles runs it all the way back, finds himself in a good spot. That falling there to put Skittles in the corner. Loaf is going to need to find something quick here.
And that was kind of a wild situation because if you're Loaf, you think, all right, let me get off the ledge before I get trumped right here. But he did the neutral get up, and that causes him to get hit by the up special instead.
Yeah, this is a rough situation because now Skittles kind of gets to play at his own pace. He can play a lot more campy, use those fire arrows, use the boomerang to rack up percent, and Loaf's going to have to run in, which is not where Wario has been very strong in this matchup so far.
Yeah, especially with Waft already on deck. Not much that Skittles has to worry about except for that up smash. He's going to find it, and this is where Loaf needs a Waft to be on his side when it matters most. Game 5, last hit, the Waft needs to do him well right now.
Oh my gosh.
Yeah, the pivot up to Skittles is finding everything he needs. Loaf just needs that one opening. He's looking for it, but Skittles is not trying to let him find it. The down tilt, no follow-up though.
You can tell that Loaf is definitely trying to get a nair here to get something started, and it's so easy to avoid that when you know exactly what he's going for.
Uh-oh.
It's the grab though, onto the platform. Up tilt's not going to connect. That would have been massive, but he was unable to find it. There we go, the fire arrow's coming through, tries to roll behind. Things are getting scary, and Skittles comes out on top with the down air.
Oh, such an amazing set that we saw there. The percents do not tell the story there.
Yeah, everybody's
absolutely.
gathered around watching too.